Hello Kumpo fans, TaToBa speaking. This is the unboxing of the Master Grade Figurerise Kamen Rider O's TaToBa combo from the Kamen Rider O's line TV show. And we're just going to go through the box, through the parts, and through the instruction manual. This might be a little long, but stay with me, it'll be worth it. Top right of the box we get the Master Grade Figurerise logo with the 40th anniversary of Kamen Rider, and here is the company that produces Kamen Rider. So this is licensed, and we're able to get these toys because of this. So here we see a shot of Kamen Rider O's standing there with his sword in hand, and actually it does not look that good. I don't know, like the pose doesn't look as good as some of the other poses, but I'll talk about that as we go along. If we turn to the side, we see TaToBa Combo Kamen Rider O's Master Grade. And this kit was made by Bandai in 2011. It was made in Japan. This just says Kamen Rider Figurerise, Kamen Rider O's, 1/8 scale Kamen Rider O's TaToBa Combo, with the Kamen Rider O's logo and Bandai, of course. At the bottom of the box we get a zoomed in version of Kamen Rider O's with some cell medals off to the side. Let's get a better view of that actually. There we go, the stupid warning stickers. And just zoomed in and some other things, and here we see the cell medals behind him. Top of the box we get the same thing. Fancy. Let's do this side first actually. The Meta Jaliber is his sword. It looks so nicely detailed that I'm scared of what I'm going to get in the box, because there's so much detail and I had to go through every part of the Kamen Rider Axle. So we'll see how sticker heavy this is. Shows you a couple of features, how you can put in a cell medal into it, and it goes into this little slot right here. You can put in, and you can take the cell medals out. Here's the O's driver, how you can put medals in and take them out eventually. Here's the O scanner in full detail, along with his medals. We get a nice front shot, like a nice mighty front shot of Kamen Rider O's. Some information about the show, and here's the back. Here we see the face and how it's constructed, clear part. Behind there are some silver stickers. You get the tiger claws and the grasshopper feet, which are kind of freaky, and then you get the display stand, and at each bullet point you get the 3 medals for the TaToBa combo, which is the hawk, tiger, grasshopper combo, which is his base form. Here we see action, how he can extend his arms, bend his arms with an elbow and a bicep coming out. His shoulder moves. He has a neck and it can move. He has legs that can move, and he can do the splits without hurting himself. Here we see a couple of nicer ones, like here he is crossing his arms, and here we see the claws out. Here we see that the toes have a nice bend mechanism. It has rubber on the bottom, and this is the pose that I really like. Like he's just standing there ready to kick some ass. And here we see that he is 24 centimeters tall. Here we see the unpainted with stickers version. Here we see Kamen Rider O's, his stand, his grasshopper legs, his sword, a lot of medals, and a huge sticker sheet. Not even funny. A picture of all the runners. You can see it's very, very colorful. Here you see the construction of the head and the 18 medals we get. And I'll go over and this kit has polyethylene, ABS, and rubber for the toes for better grip. And here we see that it sells for 3,800 or 3,800 yen, which is actually a pretty nice price point. Let's go ahead and put this aside while I take out the runners. And we get our first runner, the A runner. Here's the back, the upside down A with the nice detail on the the convoluted eyes. I think they're called compound eyes. There we go, compound eyes that Kamen Rider is so known for. Here we see the Taka medals that with their hawks and nice detail. Here you see the back of the head and the inner head. A nice clear blue part for the Metajalber. Here we see one of the parts that I love about O, which is the chest crest. Oh wow, that did not fix anything. It made it worse. There we go. And we see the nice eagle part. And the way I'm going to be painting this is using a reverse wash method, so we'll see how that goes. Here we see a nice the neck, and all these red parts are nice shiny red that actually remind me of the base color for Kamen Rider Oxel. Here we see some nice gold, and this is like nicer gold than the SD Sengoku gold, but it's not plated gold. We see some nice details on the scanner, the top and bottom of the chest crest. Here we see the middle of the chest and the 6 cores with no detail on them because you put stickers on them. So let's put this aside and go to runner B. This is the B runner, again upside down just for closeness, and we see the tiger crest and how much detail is not black. So this is going to take some painting. Here we see the 2 medals that we get with the nice nice detail. Here we see the claws and how they're made and what's the size they are, which I think I'm going to be scratch building another set of claws that are longer, that look better, that should look better when they are deployed. But I guess we'll see. These parts are for the arms. These parts are for the lower arms. Like these stripes are on the bicep part, like on beside the bicep, and these are the lower arms. There's no frame in here. It just links here, and you put a polycap there. So kind of, eh. Here you see the joints for the here the wrist joints, top of the hands. Here we see some lines for the shoulders and parts for the elbow. Next we get the C runner, which is black. You think they give us all the colored runners in ABC, but oh well. First we get the, again, C runner. First we get the nice the elbow action, I guess. Here's the pole that will push the cell metals out, and here is the O's driver, the front and part of the belt. I can't tell what these parts are, honestly, just because of this bump. I don't know what that is. This is for the waist, the inner waist. Again, another elbow, and these parts are for the upper legs. Here we see the parts for the butt, I guess you call it, the waist, parts of the waist, front and back, and these parts go in the middle. We get a ball joint in the back of the O scanner, and here, this part I'm not really sure what it is, but it has some really nice details that I'm hoping to pick out. And here we see the top part of the chest for O's, and then we get the rest of O's chest. Here we see where the crest will go, and here we see the back of the chest with some details in their big circle, and then we see the shoulders with nice lines where those yellow parts will go. Okay, D runner. D runner. Here we see the leg joints. There's a lot of legs, I've noticed. These are all the knee joints. These are all leg joints, and these are kind of to fill it out in terms of width on the legs. And then you get parts the back of the eyes, the parts for the crest, in the back of the head and beside the head. And here we see the black plain metajalber. So I was right. We're gonna have to do some extra painting to make this look good. A light blue panel line wash, which is gonna be really odd. But yeah. E-runner is where we get some parts for the legs in order to fill it out. You can see the lines here where the green parts for the grasshopper legs will go. These are both sides. Here we see his butt, his buttocks, and the waist. And then we get some joints for the legs and the top of the legs. We got a mystery part. I have not figured out what this part is actually. These parts I think are for the back of the legs, and this is the middle of the waist. Give it that extra joint. Here we see the shoulder. This is not the elbow joint. This is the inner workings of the elbow joint, and here's the bicep, and through a mechanism his bicep will pop out. Here's the upper part of the arms, and here's the lower part of the arms, and here we see the part beside it where we'll put on those yellow parts we saw in the yellow runner. Next, finally, we got the green runner for the grasshopper. This is a big runner actually. This is like the full-size box, and again G. And this is where we get the grasshopper legs with a huge seam down the middle. These are like just plain cut down the middle. I think these parts were kind of put in extra just because since they were giving you the features for the claws, they thought why not give you the features for the grasshopper legs. So these huge seams, so this is going to be a little bit of work to make these work. Here we see the crest for the grasshopper. So I really like the crest. I'm kind of obsessing over it. And here are the front of the legs that are going to require a lot of lining. Here are some other parts, kind of like from the chest crest. Like these lines go down through his body, connecting his parts. This and this are his ankle joints. Here we see those lines again, and the feet. Here and here, along with the knees. Here are the toes and all the lines, and here are the leg cuffs, which are pretty nice and through and through. And then we get the nice grasshopper medals. Let's see, it does that. There we go. Okay, and not the last. H runner. There we go. H. This is kind of like the generic frame runner. I've noticed. I can't really place a lot of these pieces, honestly. I don't know where a lot of these go, but this is where you're gonna get the wrist joints. Let's see, wrist joints, parts for the mechanism. This is mostly chest right here. This is a part for the chest. These are the legs, like in order to give it that the leg bulges out when you bend the leg. These are arms for these are the shoulder joints actually. And here we see the 2.0 finger hands, the thumb, and here's part for the wrist again. And here we see the hands with a tab for the metajalber. There you go. And here we see again the hands, but without the tab. And here we see parts for the waist. This is actually an AVS runner. So that's again the frame. Then we get the eye runner, which is polystyrene. And here we get all the silver parts. Here are all the cell metals. You see the grasshopper, tiger, and hawk. And here's the back of the cell metals. Here's the metal nest, or where he keeps his extra metals, which he actually almost never used in the show. Here is his belt, and the part for so you can take out the cell metals in the metajalber. Here's the O scanner, or the inner part of the O scanner. Here's how you hold the O scanner, and this the O belt driver. back of the thing, parts for the meta-jaliber, and parts for the belt right here, the front of the belt. And then we get the J, which is rubber, which will give you a nice grip on the table. Like, you know, I guess depending on how much weight you put on it, you get some nice detail. So hopefully a light blue Panaline wash will bring all these out. And then we get the polycarbonate. I don't think it's polycarbonate, but it's the PC runner, PC Figure 1 runner that you get with all the Figurerise things, except they give you 2 new parts for added articulation, so that's good for them. Then, last but not least, you do get parts for the stand. This is clear, so you might not be able to see this. It's a pretty generic stand. It can't really angle in and out. It's practically just straight up, and you can extend it upwards. But it is basically like a what's it called? An action-based one kind of prototype. That's what it feels like when I was building it. So that's all the runners. Let's look at the stickers. Oh, she knows one more runner. Let's go ahead and use this runner. These are just parts for the. These are just parts for connection. I mean, you don't really get much here. You get some ball joints that go to double, actually, for the scarf. So the huge sticker sheet. Here we see it. It's nice how they're laying them out so you know where everything goes. So here we see a full crest and parts of the crest. So you get a choice. You get some yellow lines for the body. Here's the silver with the red on the thing. Here's the O scanner. Here's the sword. You can see it right there. Here's the O's belt. Parts for the claws, including the fingers. And here we see all 4x5 20 medals that we get here. Both sides of them. So it's really just 10. So here we see TaToBa. Okay, sorry. Hawk, tiger. What's it called? Beetle, mantis, grasshopper. Then we see a lion, cheetah, rhino, gorilla, and elephant. And right on top is their respective names in Japanese, and then front and back. So pretty big sheet that I'm hopefully only using a few things. Here we see the manual. Wow, 20 minutes. Manual, kind of like the same shot, except with the, oh come on, there we go, with core metals instead. Let's open it up. Here we see a background on O's and the plot line, and here we see all his different combos, which I will be talking about in another video. Here's the basic building steps, the breakdown. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 runners. That doesn't sound right. 5, 6, 6. Yeah, 13 runners. Plus stickers. And you do need a thingy. You do need a screwdriver. And the most expensive thing is actually the stickers, which is really funny. We build the head, chest. Here's our color splash page, showing the features. I'm not gonna go through all that. Core metals, cell metals. Here's the O's driver, the O's scanner, the metal nest, meta-jaliber, and the poses. Again, this is the best pose in my opinion, but this one's like he never held it like that, and that looks pretty good. Here we see the back of the cell metals. Then we build the arms, the driver, and the waist. You build the legs, and then the meta-jaliber and the scanner. And then it shows you how to build the stand, and then how to place the stickers, because you're gonna need it. Then on the back we get the We get the front, back shot, side swords, all the drivers, the colors we need. There's a lot of clear, clear colors plus clear red kind of colors. Don't make it metallic. And here you see the huge difference between lined and stickered versus nothing. It really sets it apart. So that is it for the Kamen Rider Master Grade Figurerise Kamen Rider O's TaToBa combo. Sorry it was so long, but till then, keep on building.